Hi everyone, this is Rachel Wise, licensed behavior specialist and certified school psychologist. I'm also the CEO of the free learning and behavior website, educationandbehavior.com. Thank you for joining me today to review 9 practical strategies to decrease impulsive behaviors in children. You can read the article version of this presentation on educationandbehavior.com at the URL below. Impulsive behaviors can make everyday situations challenging for your child and the people in his or her life. Impulsive behaviors are defined as actions that occur quickly and seem to happen without thinking or considering the consequences. Children diagnosed with ADHD often engage in impulsive behaviors, but impulsive behaviors do not necessarily indicate that a person has ADHD. Here are some examples of impulsive behaviors. Hitting someone or throwing objects when angry, jumping off a dangerously high surface, throwing papers in class, running around the library, grabbing materials off the shelf in a store, interrupting or disrupting others while they are talking or working, or stealing. Now we will discuss 9 strategies to decrease impulsive behaviors. Strategy number 1. Outline behavioral expectations for upcoming situations. Talk about what behaviors should look and sound like and what the activity will consist of. For instance, if you're going to a restaurant, talk about what will happen when you get there. Like you'll wait to be seated, look at the menu, order your food, and what your child's behavior should look like, such as using an inside voice, speaking respectfully while inside the restaurant, and waiting nicely for their food. Give your child specific positive feedback when you see him or her following the behavioral expectations appropriately, such as you're waiting very nicely for the food. For a related article, see an interactive story to teach kids about restaurant behavior. Strategy number 2. Work with your child to develop self-awareness about his or her behavior and problem-solving skills. When you and your child have a free moment to talk and are both in a relaxed mood, help your child get to know his or her impulsive times, how it affects himself and others, and what alternative behaviors he or she could consider. Things to think or talk about when exploring self-awareness with your child as it relates to impulsive behavior include: when do you tend to act impulsively? How does it affect you? How does it affect others? What can you do to ensure you don't make impulsive decisions during your trouble spots? How can emotions affect impulsivity? And what are some alternative ways to handle your emotions? Research suggests that children with impulsive behaviors, such as those diagnosed with ADHD and Oppositional Defiant Disorder, show improvement when consistently taught pro-social behaviors, such as how to conduct themselves in different situations, how to identify problems and brainstorm solutions, and how to recognize which behaviors may be undesirable in certain situations. You can read more about these research studies at the links below. Strategy number 3. Have your child reward him or herself with a preferred activity or item for getting through a specific time period, such as dinner, school, or homework, without any impulsive behaviors, meaning behaviors that disrupt the environment or are hurtful or inconsiderate to themselves or others. Number 4. Encourage your child to observe his environment to notice if he sees or hears others acting impulsively. Talk about what the individual could have done differently, discuss the situation and alternatives. Number 5. Talk about the differences between impulsive and non-impulsive behaviors and decisions. Try to visualize through real-life examples, as in the pictures below, what those differences look like. Act out, show pictures, or draw different scenarios. There are a ton of images on Google that illustrate impulsive and non-impulsive behavior. For a fun activity, ask your child to draw a picture of someone engaging in impulsive and non-impulsive behavior. Strategy number 6. Children who have more downtime and unstructured time are more likely to engage in impulsive behaviors. Help your child plan his day so he knows what to do with himself. Fill it with preferred activities like playing outside, video games, coloring, music, and non-preferred activities like homework and chores. Less downtime equals less impulsive behaviors. For a related article, see how to use schedules to improve children's behavior. Number 7, explain to your child that once you get to be an adult, impulsive behaviors are often not tolerated in the workplace or community. Discuss real-life consequences such as being fired, thrown out, or arrested for certain types of impulsive behaviors like throwing things in a public place, hitting someone at work, etc. Number 8, exercise. Studies show that regular exercise helps reduce anxiety, aggression, and hyperactivity, which can all put you at risk for impulsive behaviors. For more on these research studies, check out the links below. And for a related article, see exercise ideas to support kids with autism and ADHD. Strategy number 9, accept that you will not be able to make all impulsive behaviors go away. Some individuals just have somewhat of an impulsive personality, and while you want to make behaviors more appropriate, you don't want to stop someone from being themselves. Everybody can be a little impulsive at times, and in certain situations it can be a good thing. Just keep in mind that if it is inconsiderate, hurtful, or disrespectful to themselves or others, it should be addressed. For a related article, see Top 10 Discipline Tips for Children with Oppositional Defiant Disorder. Thanks again for joining me today to review 9 practical strategies to decrease impulsive behaviors in children. This is Rachel Wise, CEO of educationandbehavior.com, a site with dozens of research-based strategies. I would love to know what you thought of this presentation. You could let me know you liked it by commenting, liking, and subscribing.